Hello dudes and dudettes, I hope you have a wonderful day today. My name is Shaggy and today I want to analyze one of the protagonists of the recent Call of Duty game, the one and only America's monster with a dark sense of humor. I introduce you to clandestine special officer Russell Adler.
You sure we can trust the police, Adler?
This guy's done more for less. He'll look the other way.
Adler?
Glad you could join us, Hans.
Today, I'll analyze this character's intelligence basing us upon my knowledge of secondary education or my job as a high school teacher, and with Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences to see how his intelligence is manifested throughout the character's story. So for this purpose, I'll review part of his biography and cross-reference it with actual requirements for the type of job he does. Now, let's start with the analysis. Russell Adler was born on February 12, 1937. He was enlisted in the U.S. Army in 1955 and qualified for the U.S. Army Special Forces. 2 years later, he was recruited in the Special Activities Division in 1959. Russell Adler then joined the CIA in 1966 and was assigned to the MACV SOC Division in 1967 to investigate Soviet activity in Vietnam. After Vietnam, Adler was practically a ghost for CIA records, but continued to be an ally for clandestine operations. One of those operations was the raid to Rebirth Island, where he was responsible for apprehending and interrogating Victor Kosmin, alias Stitch, for being one responsible for overseeing Nova 6 gas on the island. Adler was the one responsible to take out Stitch's left eye in retaliation to what happened to CIA agent Grigory Weaver. Russell Adler is an athletic-built person with clear brown hair color, usually wears turtlenecks or button-in shirts, trench coats of yellow or black colors, accompanied with dressing pants with belts and dressing shoes. His most recognizable feature is his facial scars that run from the top lip until the end of his left ear. He has a straightforward but also secretive personality, since most of his interactions with Bell, the main character of Call of Duty Cold War, he lies about how he got his scars, or when he's asked about his past, he's really vague about the story and doesn't even mention about it. Most of the crew members know nothing about him. Now, knowing this of this life, now we will go further for this analysis. As the biography mentioned, Russell Adler is a soldier and a CIA agent, so we are going to cross-reference it with requirements of the CIA and US Army soldiers. First, we're going with the CIA that says that require the following. First, be a citizen of the United States. Second, have at least 18 years of age. Third, have a bachelor's degree of at least 3.0 grade point average. Fourth, have strong interpersonal skills. Fifth, have a strong interest in international affairs. And sixth, be able to write clearly and accurately. Now, the last requirements to be checked are the ones to be a US Army soldier, which for this video, I'll cover the most important for this character. First, you need to have the ASVAB approved. Second, you need to have a military entrance processing station medical exam. And third, you need to have approval of the physical therapy exam. Now you ask yourself, what is the ASVAB? As it is shown in this website, the ASVAB is a test that measures your aptitudes. It consists of 10 short individual tests covering word knowledge, paragraph comprehension, arithmetic reasoning, mathematics knowledge, general science, auto and shop information, mechanical comprehension, electronics information, numerical operations, and coding speed. By intuition, we already have at least 5 or more intelligences covered for Adler, so now the rest of the analysis will be covering in detail what are these 5 intelligences with supporting evidence of the following. Please note that in this type of analysis, I can't analyze intelligence with a numeric value since this theory can't be applicable for it. So we'll put in a list of all and I'll classify them as able, not able, or not shown, or no support of it. But to make this analysis clear, I'll explain what is the theory of the multiple intelligences of Dr. Howard Gardner and how does it work for today's video. Dr. Howard Gardner is a psychologist and teacher famous for his 1983 theory of the multiple intelligences. It states that instead that humans possess general intelligence, we possess 7 or 8 types of intelligences that can be grown upon our life, but always one is the greatest by factors of genetics and infancy. These are the 8 types of intelligences: musical, logical mathematical, naturalist, kinetic body, spatial, linguistic, intrapersonal, and interpersonal. Now, the first intelligence to see is the musical intelligence. This is based on composing, making, or properly analyzing music with ease. Despite that everybody could have this intelligence and there's no such thing as a talentless in the music intelligence, Adler doesn't show evidence of using it as a CIA agent, so this is it. Whoops, sorry about that. Let's continue. The second intelligence is the logical mathematical. It's based on the recognitions of patterns and inventing solutions empirically. Adler exceeds greatly at this ability and is evidenced many times throughout the campaign. For example, he's shown to recognize patterns and appearances of multiple nuke bombs that were relocated for the purpose to make them look as if it was the United States attacking against Europe, something that could threaten their alliance. This is all part of his predictions and training that had as an agent in the Vietnam War. Also, this helps him in how many LSD does he need for his brainwashing, thanks to the MK Ultra project. He's a person that comes with unorthodox solutions as fast as possible and being efficient when it's needed. Conclusively, if support is more needed, we can check that the ASVAB test has this intelligence evaluated thoroughly. And despite Adler being a badass soldier, he also needed to take this exam to be certified as a US Army soldier. So he's more capable with this intelligence. The third intelligence is naturalist. This one is a bit ambiguous since this is manifested in the sense of knowing and appreciating natural elements as in animals and plants. Soldiers don't need to be fully proficient at this intelligence to work in the battlefield with efficiency. Now, Adler is an exception to this rule. When he was a MACV SOC unit, a soldier needed basic knowledge of plants and animals in order to survive if there wasn't any supplies for the moment of the battlefield. This was used for his time at Vietnam, but at the moment of the campaign, he does not use it. So we may mark this as ambiguous. The fourth is kinetic body. This one is used for sportsmen, athletes, and any physical related jobs. As part of being a soldier and agent, physicality and a clear domain of it is the bread and butter of Adler. As part of his experience in the Vietnam War, he has encountered multiple injuries and this made him proficient in basic to moderate medical treatment. The other part of this intelligence domain for Adler is being in the state of his physicality for extreme and intense activities such as high pursuits, surviving multiple shots from enemies, and fighting with extreme concentration. We can mark this as able and being proficient at it. Fifth one is the spatial intelligence. These are used by engineers, seamstresses, architects, etc. This is seeing as the imagination and watching things in their dimensions with your mind and understand their structure. This one is used ambiguously as well, since he doesn't use this for complex things such as resistances or endurance of buildings. But as a soldier, he uses this for upgrading weapons for any purpose, such as weapons made for self-assault, etc. So he's able, but we don't have much evidence of it. Now, coming up with the sixth one is linguistic intelligence. This is described as the use of other languages and traduction of them despite not being a native speaker of it. Adler is really proficient in this since the campaign has evidence of this when we can listen to him talking in German and Russian, two languages that learned being a field agent in the CIA. This, in conjunction to the cross-reference that we made further of the required documents for both things, we can conclude that he is more than able. Now we have number 7, which is intrapersonal intelligence. It's described as the knowledge of oneself's emotions, motives, weaknesses, and strengths. Knowing this, but not having evidence of his self-reflection or talking about himself, we mark this as not supported and maybe not being able at it. Now, the last but not least is the interpersonal intelligence. This is described as the knowledge of knowing other people's emotions, troubles, motives, and knowing how to manage those characteristics to improve their personal development. These are used for leader-related jobs such as presidents, directors, captains, etc. This one is a must-go for Adler since being the captain of his own squad and being approved by the President Ronald Reagan makes him more than capable for leadership. Despite being seen as a bit conflicted and has difference of opinion against his superiors and his peers, everybody trusts him as someone that has the guts to solve problems even if he has to recur to extreme measures for it. Now, dudes and dudettes, let's tally up the results. In total, we have 6 ables and 2 not supported. Can we say that he's really intelligent? Yes, we may say that Russell Adler, the American monster, is really intelligent and capable as a human being and can make most jobs that are being asked. I'll say this myself, this is mission accomplished.
Yo, DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.